guys, how are you doing? Karibu sana to another video. My name is NDUNG'U. If it is your very first time, karibu sana to this particular platform. We appreciate you for coming. We have a question I have to ask you. Where have you been all this time? Anyway, I am glad that you finally found your way here, and I appreciate you. For our returning subscribers, thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. So today we are talking about principles of a good husband. What's it? Principles, characteristics, however you will call them. Do enjoy this particular video. He should be God-fearing. When a person has a personal walk with God, the honest truth is you don't have really to put is it tags or something or expectations, because God himself gives him that responsibility. You know, it's like when you are submitted to a higher power, there's a way that the higher power like just works on you, and he really works on your character. He works on everything about you. So of course when he has that walk with God, and he's really a God-fearing person, even God can instruct him and can actually even condemn, reproach him when he's wrong. And yeah, you need that for a husband, because if he can hear God, then it is easy for you guys to be directed in the right place. You will be guaranteed that even your future is secure in God, because God cannot direct a person in the wrong way. Sindio? Yeah, and remember, the man is the priest of the home. So of course, because he's priestly, he needs to also submit to the higher power so that he can be directed as a priest. Sindio? Yeah, so that is very important. Number 2 is that the man should be visionary. One thing I learned is that when you are presented with a vision as a wife, it is so easy for you to support, it is so easy for you to help, because you are working towards a specific goal. So if you're maybe a man that doesn't really already have a vision for where you want to be, or where you feel like your family should be and what you want to accomplish, then you can have small short-term goals. You can call them short-term goals, and achieve them as you also get to also see the bigger picture, and also involve God in that part, so that of course the vision can be as clear as possible, and write it down and involve your wife and let her also marinate in the vision, so that when she speaks, when she thinks, she's also thinking of the bigger picture which you have already laid and presented before that particular person. So of course the vision is very important for you guys, and I think that it actually gives the relationship and the marriage a sense of direction, because when you know that this is what you want to achieve at the end of the day as a spouse, as a couple, then it is so easy for you to work towards that particular goal. Yeah, so I think that is also very important. And another thing, as women, I noticed that when you have a man who is visionary, it is so easy for you to support him, because you know where exactly does he need help here, fixing here and there, because you know we are working, it's like we're building a house, and of course we women are touchy on a little extra. Maybe the man might have the vision, but maybe you as a lady can give ideas on how to maybe make the vision actualize faster, and also help, give help here and there, where you can use maybe shortcuts to get to the next level. So of course, yes, so the vision is very important for your relationship. So I think the husband should carry the vision. Another thing is that patience is a virtue that they need to have. Remember, as ladies, we go through a lot of emotional and physical changes all around, basically. And for a man to live with you, they really need to be patient. Yeah, so as a man, you really need to be patient with your wife. Remember, they also have changes in their bodies that occur, especially when someone is expectant, and such and such and such. So of course the cycles of life changes a woman in so many ways. I know the man changes, but the changes affect the women more. So you need a man that is patient, so that he can walk with you through all those cycles and not necessarily give up on you. So yeah, so basically, like, that patient bit is very important for you, because you will be able to understand that person, and it reminds you of what you are attracted to before. Because of course maybe Sanyana change, you have acne, you have things coming, you have them bulging because of maybe pregnancy, you have their bodies having stretch marks, things maybe you weren't used to. So of course you need a lot of patience to love that person and appreciate them for who they are. The emotional turmoil that a woman comes with, you also need to be very patient to actually walk with her through the cycles of life. A man also should be a leader, and God has given them the ability and the capability to lead and to direct. It is them who are the priests, so of course they need to take up leadership. And when you as a wife try to do it, you get so tired at some point, and because it is not something that you can handle. So even if your man is not really stepping up, don't step up on his behalf. Just encourage him, support him, and allow him to actually be a leader, because he needs to lead. Yeah, he needs to show you the way to go. And sometimes they make mistakes. I'm not saying that because he's a leader he won't make mistakes. I'm not saying because he's a leader he won't have bad or wrong ideas. It is now up to you to know how to actually even address him and correct him in the right way, so that you do not kill that leadership in him, yet you allow him to lead and to take charge. Okay, and when he makes a decision that you feel is wrong, don't be so quick to judge. Don't be so quick to speak negatively. Be very understanding. Allow him to go through the cycles, and just be there to support him. And also pray for him, so that as a leader he makes decisions that are wise. Pray that God gives him the wisdom to lead, the knowledge that he needs to lead, because there's just so much a leader has to take up, that he really needs to get there. So as a lady, we need to pray for our men, we need to support them. And even when you see them steering you the wrong way, there are always ways that you can use that are friendly, that are not harsh, that won't kill the leadership in him, to actually redirect him to the right way and steer him to the right path. So even when he's making decisions as a leader that kidogo seem to be out of tune, you can use a loving and a good way to redirect that person into the right way, into the right path. So he also needs to be a very caring person. He cares for you. His desire is to grow you, so that he can show and allow you to become the best version of yourself. If you care for someone, you want the best for them. So of course a man needs to be caring, so that they can allow you to sprout and bring out everything that is within you. One thing is that we as women are incubators, and we have wombs, and whatever is we are given is what we multiply and we give back. So if he's caring for you and he's feeding you and he's growing you and he wants the best for you, of course as a woman you will grow, you will become the best version of yourself, because you have an environment that supports you to grow and to become the best version of yourselves. So of course you don't want an environment that is very violent. When someone is caring, even when you make mistakes, it is so easy for them to correct you in love. The first thing they will think about is not just hitting you, it's not just slapping you, it's not chasing you away. It is caringly talking about it and telling you, here, this is wrong, work on this, Yeah, so if they care about you, it helps a lot even with conflict resolution, because of course a person who cares finds a better way to make up for either mistakes that you have done, and they help you also find the right way to work on those particular mistakes. If he's also caring, it means that he will nurture your children well, because of course at the end of the day it's just the two of you, but again they're kids. And when someone is caring, there's just a protection that comes with, when you care for people, you want to protect them, you want to shield them from all the negativity, and that is the work that a man does. So of course, yes, he needs to be a very, very caring person. Again, he should be a very confident person. Okay, when you have a timid husband, some kidogo it feels weird because he's the one who's supposed to be hands-on, taking the lead, attacking anything that seems like it's dangerous in your lives. So of course you need someone who is very confident. A confident person communicates even better. So meaning, even as a leader, he will have that need to communicate. There is that confidence, that oomph that comes with even him giving direction, that is so easy for us to actually follow. Sindio? Because when you have someone who is timid, sasa mi naona, even as a woman, it is so hard sometimes to submit to such kind of of leadership. You want not really hard on strong, it's just a strong anywhere your no is a no, and it's not a no that you don't want to be corrected or you don't want to listen to advice, but it's, when I have made a decision, I am making it from a sound mind, and I have the leadership ability to do this, so allow him to do that and also support him in that, so that you can also build his confidence. And if he's not confident enough, keep on building your man, keep on building your husband, so that he can get that confidence. Okay, and that confidence helps him also to defend you when you're out there and people are talking about you. He should be the first defense mechanism that you have, like he's very confident with even you being his wife. Another thing is just him being humble and teachable. When you're humble and teachable and you're a leader, it is so easy for people to approach you. It is so easy for your wife to come and express vulnerability, and that is good for your marriage, and it will cause it to grow. As a leader, when you are teachable, it is good, because of course, remember, you don't know everything as a man, and there are things that you need to actually be told, and sometimes you can even be taught by your child, because there's something maybe they learned in school and you maybe don't remember, or something just fascinating because their syllabus is different and they tell you something. Don't be so quick to shun them or be like, I don't care, or you don't want to listen to opinion, because that opinion is important. When iron sharpens iron, Cindy, so allow your wife also to teach you things. Allow your wife to teach you how to nurture children, because of course that is not something that is innate for you men. So of course you need that teachability, and for you to be teachable, you also need that humility, because you have to come down to that person's level. As much as you are the head, you need to also listen. Come down, listen. So you need humility. Yeah, and also remember, even sex wise, you need someone who can listen. Okay, and listening also is part of teachability, because once you hear what this other person is expressing, it is so easy for you to even make them happy and to deliver. At the end of the day, you don't want to be the husband that failed. You want to have achieved. You want your marriage to stand. You want your marriage to be an example, to be used. So of course, for you to have even that platform of just having your marriage being an example for other people to look at and to say, when I grow up, I want that marriage. It's because you even listen to things that the other person or the people that you consider inferior in your house you can actually listen to them. Because of course, when you listen, it is so easier for you to make them happy and for you to work together, so that at the end of the day, when the wife is happy, the husband is happy. When the children are happy, the father and the mother are happy. So of course, everyone is happy and the home is peaceful. Again, he should be a team player. And a team player, I was thinking about it in terms of child rearing and upbringing. Most of the men, when we transition to parenthood, are so busy looking for finances, busy trying to provide, that they forget that these children actually need to be nurtured and to be and their fathers to be available. And so for you to be a team player, it means that even when your wife gives birth, there are months, the first 3 or 6 months, depending on the kind of birth that they give, she needs to be more or less under bed rest. So if you can't afford help, you can actually be hands-on. You're the one helping her out as much as you're working, because she needs to recover. You need to help her with the baby. You need to be really connected and just be a team player, okay? With team players as well, it's just basically all the other things that we have discussed. You know, a team player hears the other team members, and they listen and they practice together and they work together, so that everything at the end of the day merges very softly for all of you, so that the marriage is happy, the marriage is successful, the marriage is peaceful. Okay, another thing that a husband needs is self-control. Well, this one I can't emphasize more, but imagine, even as we said, number one is that they need to be God-fearing, and the Holy Spirit infills you and gives you some of these gifts of the Holy Spirit, and one of them is self-control. Self-control is very important in a marriage, and for a man specifically, because they are the ones that are normally tempted the most by perverse women. And you need yourself to be so self-controlled in a way that, as much as external pressure, sometimes it is not even the husbands who go out there to look for clandays. The women are the ones who are looking for these married men. So you need to also be self-controlled. As much as maybe things in your house are not working well, you need to be self-controlled, to know that, you know what, I made a covenant with someone and I need to keep it. It is until death do you part. So you don't want to involve another person. You want to be very self-controlled and stop giving excuses. Oh, she has done, so I need to also go out and do. It is about you and the covenant you made and the promises you made, because as a man you need to stand for your word. Your word means a lot. It is who you are. So of course you need to stand for that, because it is your character. So of course the self-control is very important. It is also important even in anger management, because you see, at the end of the day, even when people start fighting, even when the wife is the one who started the fights, the man can control the situation, because at the end of the day, number one, they are more muscular and thus more stronger, and God has made them leaders. So of course they have the wisdom to evade such things. And even if the woman just is up with their emotions and all things going haywire, you as a man can control the situation. So if you practice self-control, it is so easy. Even when you're offended, you don't get upset quickly. You don't you're not quick to react. You just don't start kung fu immediately. You can just chill out. You're like, I know this girl is crazy. I know her emotions are acting up. I know her hormones are just out there. As a man, I am just going to walk out, give her time, come back, and resolve the issue, And as much as sometimes you are very quick to slap them, quick to anger, you need to practice self-control. Remember, at the end of the day, you're stronger. So even if you guys decide to fight, you will hurt this particular person, and it's someone that you love. So because we don't want you hurting the girl, you need to practice self-control. The other thing is that a husband should be a defender. When kids are fighting out there and one boy tells, ndakuitia babangu atakuchapa, ama babangu anaweza chapa baba yako, like there's this confidence that a child and even a wife has on their husband, that they will defend them. So automatically, even if you're not a fighter per se, as much as you don't have muscles and you don't go to the gym, it is automatic that we have given you that responsibility to defend us. Of course, when there is a war or when thieves come, the first person you expect to like be on the defense is the husband. Yeah. And I think it just comes automatically, because of course that is how God made you men, and you have that fight or flight mode inakwanga activated very fast. In signs of danger, you are ready. But the defense also should come even in terms of just defending your wife from in-laws, defending her from friends, defending her from neighbors, defending her basically from everyone who might try to make her feel inferior, make her feel like she's not worth it. It doesn't have to be like more or less just fighting. It is more of also shielding them from all the people that might try to criticize her when they're saying her food is not nice or what is not working. Because at the end of the day, remember, when they get to her, when they get to her head, they have gotten into your marriage, because this person will not be as self confident as they need to be. And if it's also an issue maybe they are working on, it might take a bit longer, of course, and at the end of the day, as the man, you will suffer. So you defend them, then go and find solutions together so that it doesn't happen again. Or if it's something that needs to be worked on, is worked on, but of course by in a loving and a caring environment, not a harsh one where they feel judged and they feel like they need to defend themselves because they won't give 100%. Yeah. So thank you so much for staying tuned. See you on the next vlog.